Okay, so this first PowerPoint covers what we call the taxonomy of social media. But before I cover that, I want to have you think about this quote that's on the screen. If a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to tweet, share a snap, check into it, pin it, tag it, hashtag about it, did this really happen? This is really a philosophical thought experiment that raises a lot of questions regarding observation and knowledge of reality. For a majority of us, our reality is social media. What we see, what we hear, what we do, that's what we believe is happening in this world. So if it's not on social media, technically, did it really happen? That's kind of what this idea of if a tree falls in a forest, did it really happen if nobody is there to record it? So the taxonomy of social media covers 5 different levels. And when I talk about these levels, I want you to think about both you personally, and we can look at it from a business point of view as well. So level 1 is curiosity. This is sort of the entry level, and every one of us has started at this level. And you could be at the curiosity level as somebody who is really well versed in one piece of social media, and maybe you're at the curiosity level for a new piece of social media that's just come out. So this could have been when Facebook was there, and maybe you're really well versed in Facebook or your business is, but you're kind of curious about how Pinterest works or Snapchat or even Twitter. You don't really have a real grasp on it. You're just interested because somebody has talked to you about it, made it seem really interesting to you. You've seen businesses flourish from using those specific pieces of social media. It could even be Instagram. But there's a lot of interest, and there's enough there for you to think about it and look and explore, meaning you probably have gone online to look at how the specific application works. Maybe you downloaded the app onto your phone and you're interested in the application of that specific app. Why do people use Twitter versus Instagram? Why is somebody using Facebook versus Pinterest versus Snapchat? Why are specific platforms utilized versus others? YouTube, so forth. So you can be at the curiosity level for one piece of social media and be at the engagement, or what we call the contributing or integrating level, for another one. So curiosity, this is the gateway to all next steps in engaging to social media. There's level 2. Level 2 is what we call lurking. So you're looking for knowledge. So you've downloaded that app or you've gone online and you're kind of just getting a feel for maybe LinkedIn and what's on there, how do people use it a little bit, what's happening. Maybe you're not really participating at all. You're just kind of following people. You want to see what they post, what they tweet, what they like. You're just interested in obtaining a little bit more knowledge, understanding why it's used and how it's used. In a business point of view, maybe you're looking at your competitors and maybe how they're using the specific platforms or other industries and so forth. We have level 3, which is the understanding level. That's when you are beginning to participate a lot more. You're beginning to consume more information. There's a flow of information is in one direction, and it allows for opportunity to identify credible material, resources, and individuals. So as your understanding grows, your participation begins. And this is really a critical point in the taxonomy. You have now begun to understand the different platforms a little more, pieces of social media, such as Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. So at this point, you're beginning to really process the different levels of social media, or the different aspects of different pieces of social media. And you may be now just liking or retweeting. You're not really creating your own material yet. You're not contributing too much, but you're on there contributing to other people's material that may be online. From a business point of view, maybe you're just again, retweeting other people's quotes, liking other people's posts, pinning other different pieces of items on your Pinterest. LinkedIn, you may not be contributing where you're creating different types of material yet, but you're looking at the different feeds and seeing what other people are doing. And same with YouTube. You might just be a person who's consuming the information. You're watching the videos. Now we're on to level 4, which is the contributing part. This is when you really gain a solid understanding. So in order to go from understanding to contributing, you have to have been to the point where you really have begun to sort of like that piece of social media. You've understood it well enough to where you not only are able to consume the information from other people, but now you're able to contribute. You're creating your own material. You're posting your own. You're creating your own tweets. You're generating your own authentic material, your images, your posts. And Pinterest, maybe you're somebody that everybody's following now. On LinkedIn, maybe you've created LinkedIn articles that you're contributing and posting online. It could be anything. Maybe you've got a blog or something that people like to go to connect with. So, and this could be anything. I mean, I'm thinking about fitness. You know, those people who become big on Instagram, you're watching their fitness journey, and now they've got their own blog. And now if you go to their blog through their Instagram, you can now pay, I don't know, $15 for their nutritional guide. So now they're big contributing members to that specific platform. And now the last level of social media taxonomy is called integrating. And this is when you are sort of, I've talked about developing original content, but I think the integration level is really when you've really created your own content. You're not worried about what other people are doing. You are kind of your own entity now. You know that when somebody's really interested in following your fitness routine every day, you post something at a specific time of the day, or maybe it's specific to a certain group of like new mothers or moms in general. There's a YouTube channel that there's this mom group in Canada where they post something every Friday. So they have a specific time of the day and day of the week that they post their original material. So people wait to go to YouTube to watch them. This could be people who are talking about new electronics. It could be beauty products. It could be anything. But you've become sort of this person who people go to for specific types of content now. You're sort of the I would hate to use the word guru, but the person, the most knowledgeable individual, or somebody that people are really interested to see what you have to say when it comes. It could be politics, it could be religion, it could be fitness, it could be health, it could be makeup, it could be recipes, it could be anything, but you really are like that person people go to. And so all levels require something we call engagement. So at the core of taxonomy is engagement. And that's something you're going to notice across the board throughout the pieces of social media and the apps that we're going to discuss in this course. No matter what level you are engaging. And engaging means that you're absorbing material and eventually you're contributing and distributing of material. So we are at all times always engaged on social media. Whether we're looking at other pieces of people's social media, we are posting our own authentic material, we are liking, we're retweeting, we are pinning, we are watching their YouTube videos. You are engaging, and you are providing analytics, which we're going to talk about, for that engagement. You're letting them know your gender, your location, how long you've been watching or a part of that specific material. If it's YouTube, for example, it shows time that you watched and how many times you may have watched and what location of the country, age demographics, because when you sign up for any piece of social media or an email, you have to put your information into that, which also sometimes includes your birth date, and that information is used to generate or all sorts of data that allows companies, businesses to look at them and decide whether or not they are able to provide the right kind of material to the specific demographic that's interested in their material. So, for example, somebody who might be on YouTube, who's got a YouTube channel, they might begin to see that they've got a lot of people from I don't know, China, who's watching a lot of their videos on how-tos, and they're realizing that maybe it might be beneficial for them to now have some YouTube videos that begin to have different kinds of dialects to connect with specific populations in China that can follow those videos a little better. So I want you to really think about what your taxonomy level is. Again, I talked to you guys in the beginning. You can be at the lurking stage, at the curiosity stage, and at the integrating stage for different platforms. So, for example, I really, Facebook is probably where I have the most engagement in integration. I'm at level 5. I'd say, like, for Twitter, I'm probably at the contributing stage. Snapchat, I'm, maybe at the understanding. I don't really use it too much. It's not really something that's a part of my daily routine. Instagram, again, I'm at the contributing stage. I'm not fully integrated. I don't use it often, but I do use it when I need to. Pinterest, I was probably at one point at the integrated stage, and now I'm just sort of at the contributing or understanding. I use it for, just any kind of material I'm interested in, recipes, or maybe I'm looking to have a specific type of party and I want to find different ideas or Christmas decorations or recipes or something that sort. And YouTube, I would consider myself at probably the contributing stage. I'm not integrating it. I don't have my whole channel that's set. I don't have people following. So I'm probably just at the contributing or understanding phase as well. So you can be at different levels, just like I am. And I hope that you guys learned a little bit about the taxonomy of social media. Thank you.